What's up YouTube, 3 shots for good measure here, and today I'll bring you another Pokemon online Wi-Fi battle. This time it's against zZZDarkDemon. He's a person that I've talked to a couple times on YouTube, and we decided to do a little cup battle. But first I'd like to go over my team. If you guys don't know what Pokemon Online is, just Google it. What? Okay, yeah, that was a mistake. But since it was a little cup, you can only have Pokemon in the first evolution, and there are only certain Pokemon that are actually allowed to use. So I went on to Smogon, and or not Smogon, Smogon, sorry. I went on to Smogon, and I got my team off of there, but I'm going to go over my team real quick in case you guys are wondering what it is. So, starting off here, I got an Adamant Nature Larvitar, because he's not going to do any special attacking, so might as well have him adamant, and his moves are Earthquake, Toxic, Sandstorm, and Substitute. What I was thinking when I built this Larvitar, and I actually didn't mean to start with him, I forgot to change that, but what I was thinking when I built this Larvitar was start off, go for the Sandstorm Substitute, then just Toxic stall them, and maybe add a couple of Earthquakes to get the job done faster. His ability was Sandveil, which boosts his evasion in a sandstorm. So I was hoping maybe they could miss me when I was in a substitute. That way I could kind of try to sweep them, but I didn't think that would be very likely. Anyways, my next Pokemon is a Houndour. He has a Splash Plate on him. Larvitar has leftovers. I did not mean to put a Splash Plate on him. I got their two items confused. Wailmer should have the Splash Plate, and Houndour should have leftovers, I think. Anyways, Houndour is modest because I wanted as much special attack as possible, and the moves he's got on him are Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, Dark Pulse, and Hidden Power. Now he's got Hidden Power Electric, as you can see right here, and Hidden Power Electric was basically if his last Pokemon was a Water type Pokemon, let's say a Shelter, and Houndour was my last Pokemon, then I could pretty much beat it as long as I was quicker. I could beat it with the HP Electric. Otherwise, I just basically wanted a nice stab move. And Flamethrower, obviously, it's a Houndour. You're definitely going to want Flamethrower. And then Will-O-Wisp, for any, like, physical attacking Pokemon, like a fighting type. I just want to cut its attack in half. Now, next Pokemon is Wailmer. Wailmer was probably the most important part of my team. And his nature is modest as well, because it's not a physical attacking Wailmer. But, oh, I forgot to go over his ability is Unnerve, which prevents the opposing Pokemon from eating berries. So, like, if I got Will-O-Wisp and they had, like, a Lumberry, he couldn't use it, so he would still be Will-O-Wisp. But anyways, on this Wailmer here, I'm running Pressure, because it's a pressure-stalling Wailmer, and it knows Protect, Attract, and Substitute. And what I was thinking there is I'm going to Protect at first, so they can't really tell what kind of Wailmer it is. And then if it's a boy Pokemon, which I expected he would use a lot of boys, but actually he used a pretty good variety, I was thinking to attract, and then I was going to substitute, so I could pretty much wall them from there, and then every other turn, switch from Surf and Protect, and just kind of sweep his team like that. And, yeah, Wailmer was still a pretty important part in this battle. Now, the next Pokemon is Snover. He had the Snow Warning ability, so I could summon the Hail. And I'm just running Ice Punch, Energy Ball, Light Screen, Protect. Pretty basic moveset for Snover. I didn't want to do anything too advanced. But yeah, it's an Adamant Snover, and he's holding a Never Alright, so he starts out with a Kung Fu, which is a Mian Fu, and I start off with a Larvitar. He goes for the fake out, and I flinched there, and here I actually meant to switch out, but I forgot to, and I was going for an Earthquake, but he high jump kicked me, and luckily for him, he hit me, so I'm just going to go into my Bronzor next. He's going to U-turn out into his next Pokemon, which is Manectric, and I was thinking just a Psychic Mienfoo, but since he switched out, I just went for Psychic anyways, and it did a little over half on Manectric. Then he went for the Flamethrower, and I misclicked on Double Team, so he took out my Bronzor. If I hadn't misclicked there, I actually probably would have won, but I did misclick, and I can't take it back now, so it's too late. But now I go into Krogunk, he Flamethrowers, I Brick Break to finish him off. So now that Manectric is out of the way, and he goes into his Bronzor, which I go for the Shadow Ball, since Brick Break wouldn't have done too much since it's part Psychic type. So I'm just going to keep going for the boosted Shadow Ball, and he set up one Stealth Rock on me, then he finished me off with a Psychic, which is obviously 4 times effective. So now I'm going to go into my Houndour, and he's going to go into his Houndour, but mine's hurt from the Stealth Rocks, and I predicted a switch of some sort. I predicted a switch into a Water type, so I went for the HP Electric. Did a decent amount on his Houndour, but then I'm going to go into Wilmer, and I think I used a track there. Yeah, I used a track, but it failed since he switched out on me into a female Casper. So then I'm just going to protect. Luckily, he does not get the Will-O-Wisp. And I'm leftovers on my Wilmer, as I already told you. So now I'm just going to surf here. And then he's going to go for a substitute. And he's at 42% health. I'm going to go for a substitute now. And he's going to go for a pain split. That didn't do anything since I went for the substitute. So I'm going to surf here. And I broke his substitute. He's going to Will-O-Wisp. And it's going to miss. So I still have my substitute up, luckily. And I'm just getting my health back with my leftovers. Just stalling basically for a couple turns until I get an idea. So he switches out into Bronzor when I go for the Surf, and then I'm going to go for the Protect while he probably Psychics. Yeah, I remembered right. He Psychicked, which would have broken my sub, but I protected. So now I'm at 100% now, and I'm going to Surf again, take out that Bronzor, and it's 4-3 now. I still have 3, so I'm still losing. And he's going to go into a Creeper now, and I'm going to Protect, and luckily I protected from that Rock Blast. And I still have my substitute, but now critical hit fades my substitute, and then he gets a bunch of critical hits with his Rock Blast, and just wrecks my Wilmer. Gets it down to 35% health, and I surfed. I'm not really sure why there. I didn't actually think he'd break my sub, but I'm going to go for the Protect here, and he's going to Rock Blast again. I'm PP stalling because it's a pressure stalling Wilmer. And now I stalled a little bit on this thing. I'm going to go into my Snover. And he's going to Rock Blast critical hit me, which definitely mattered in this battle. Although he might have still won that one anyways. So now I'm going to switch into my Houndour. And Houndour has HP Electric. And he's going to finish off Creeper. So Creeper's dead. And now it's 2v3. He goes back into his Mienshao. Or not Mienshao. Mienfoo, my bad. And he's going to fake out my Houndour. And we're both getting hit by the hail, and he's going to U-turn to finish me off. And so he switches into Casper the Duskull, and my last Pokemon is... Oh, let me just fix that. Sorry, my cat interrupted me, and then... Alright, and we're back, and I totally messed the screen up, but whatever, we're just going to resume it because my cat walked in the room. So I'm going to protect here from the Casper the Duskull. Well, he went for the Ice Beam, which probably... might not have killed me, but it would have done a good amount of damage. So, I'm gonna surf and finish off Casper. And, yeah, I'm buffeted by the hail, but I think I pretty much just got it all back from the leftovers. So here comes Mienfoo again. I'm gonna protect and see what happens here. Goes for the fake out, and, I'm happy I protected from that, because that could have been bad. And then, he goes for the high jump kick, misses, which really mattered in this game. And then I surfed, killed his Mienfoo. And now it's tied 1v1, and I was like, I might have a chance here. He goes into Dark Demon, his last Pokemon, critical hit, Dark Pulses, and then we talked for a little bit after the game. He said that critical definitely mattered, so I actually would have won there with that Surf that I went for. But, yeah, that was a good battle, Dark Demon, and I hope we can battle again sometime. But everybody rate, comment, sub, check out his channel. I keep messing up the screen, but my bad. Anyway.